Hey, everybody.
Heyo.
Woo! Welcome to the
Hey,
release
we did it.
launch
We,
stream
we made a
party
thing.
live celebration. We made a thing. Woohoo. We made two things. We kind of made three
that's
things.
True. You're not wrong.
This is the second of the things, though, the Trinity thing. So, yay! Hey, thanks for joining us on YouTube and Reawaken Hymns Facebook channel and a Frank Voices Facebook page too, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. All right. I didn't think of what to say for the beginning of this. I'm just excited. So, and exhausted. You guys exhausted?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It took you like a minute and a half to answer that question.
That's how exhausted.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
So you don't know why we're here. Hymns of the Sun came out today, which is the second entry in the Trinity project. Hymns of the Father came out in September. Hymns of the Son came out today, and then Hymns of the Spirit comes out October 1st. October 1st. I got a picture for this. There they are in all their pixelated glory.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a very high resolution, only the best quality.
Right, only the best quality here at the Trinity Project headquarters.
Ooh, is this the headquarters officially?
Yeah, well, I guess we have two because we're not in the same place. Well, we were in three different places, so.
Yeah, that's true. We are technically in 3 different cities.
We're a multi-state corporation.
Wow.
Conglomerate, if you will.
Conglomerate. I'll take it. Yeah, conglomerate. I will. Yeah.
If you have not checked out Hymns of the Sun yet, then what are you waiting for? It's been out all day, guys. There's a link in the description below this on YouTube, and I think there are on Facebook too. Or just go to reawakenhymns.com or afrankvoice.com, and I'm sure you'll find it because it's probably the first thing you'll see. As with Hymns of the Father, it's a devotional. It's a 1-month devotional. It's a 20-song album, and then it's a audiobook, which is both of those things together, and is awesome because you get both of them, and it's like a devotional worship set in a box.
It's the most underrated part of the whole thing, in my opinion.
It really is. It really is. People are sleeping on it. It's it's not going to be long. Sure. It's going to blow up. I'm telling you.
It will. It'll blow up when Phil Wickham does it.
It might not be ours. Somebody else will make a musical.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We'll have started it.
Yeah, we'll always be able to have that. Can't take that away from us.
I'm sure Stephen Furtick and Chris Tomlin will put out a great musical audiobook that'll blow up or something.
Yeah, that dynamic duo of Stephen Furtick.
Those are just the two most popular feature combo. $10 says they have something out tomorrow.
Yeah, they're probably watching, I think.
They probably are. Yeah. This is where Elevation gets all their ideas right here.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So, and then with all that stuff is all the worship resources. There's multi-tracks and backing tracks and lyric videos and chord charts and all that stuff. So go check it out. frankvoice.com or reawakenhymns.com. And we've been working on it since, I don't know, 6 months now. Does that sound right?
No, we just we've been working on Sun for 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, no, this whole thing's been has it? No, it's maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
I get lost because we have to start the next one before the
right. Like you started Hymns of the Spirit. Like
I have 6 Hymns of the Spirit song done already, and this thing just released today. So
right. So there's a fair amount of overlap.
I will say 6 months. We've been working on this hard for 6 months. And I'm not gonna be humble. It's awesome. It just is.
It is.
It's cool. No, sure. It's really cool.
It's
and
really,
we can say that because it's more awesome than it has any business to be. So clearly God had something to do with it. It wasn't just us. So we can boast because that's
boast in Christ. I read that somewhere. I feel like.
Yeah, and we'll just take a little of that boasting.
Okay, now you lost me.
Oh, this is getting heretical real early.
Yeah. Well, hey. Well, yeah. First, never mind. I'm not. I'm not gonna say no.
Were you going to go farther into the hole? Speaking of heretical things, here's an idea I have.
Yeah, we're just gonna. What's the next thing we're gonna talk about, Nathan?
I don't have any idea. It's a party, man. It's a party.
Yeah. That's you don't plan your parties.
I don't plan. I do have a couple. We do have a couple things planned. We're gonna show you our favorite songs, and I'm gonna do the top 10 weirdest things I had to say for this album, and then we're gonna do something that I did not tell those two about. So let's start with this beautiful picture, though. I feel like I'm a QVC. For only 2 payments of $9.99, you two can own this beautiful set.
Well, wait.
Yeah. So I told you we're exhausted. Slap at me. Also, you can look at it while drinking coffee and listening to Apple headphones, or you can look at it
But
while
they'll
drinking
sound
water.
really tinny if you leave them on the desk like that.
That's true.
Is that
you could
one of
also
those Pew pencils?
Yeah, that's the holiest of pencil sizes. Or it could be a mini golf pencil. I don't know what this. That's the beauty of Hymns of the Sun. You can listen in church or on the mini golf course. It's really an all-around sort of audiobook,
That's true. It's true. It's perfect.
If you're a musician, you could stand awkwardly over your fancy sneakers holding a chord sheet, like that. I don't know what sort of position that is, but
yeah, I'm trying to put myself.
Yeah. It looks like he almost dropped it.
Like, man.
And then, of course, you can just hold it out in front of you. That's also a way you could use this.
Which is the preferred way.
Yeah.
So
that's all 4 of the ways that you could read and use the book.
Exclusively, in their entirety.
Again, if you want to hold out a book or go mini golfing with an audiobook, go to Reawaken Hymns or A Frank Voice. Where do you go?
You could just.
Oh, yeah. It's blurry, though, because you got your thing on.
Oh, that's true. It's fine because it also has like the do not it's the proof copy. Which I'll say this is why you get proof copies. If you notice how the cross is horribly off-centered.
Yeah, that's not centered at all.
No, And I don't know how that happened. Like when I put this thing together, but then I got it. It's like my first instinct was like, well, Amazon really dorked this up, and then I went and looked at my file, and it was totally my fault.
Speaking of things that how the heck did they happen? Little secret for you all. One of the hymns in this book, there's a completely different verse in the book than there is on the album.
No, I fixed that. I thought, didn't I?
No, it's still. I looked in the final book, didn't I? So that's that's a secret. If you can find which of the
see
songs
if you can
has
find
a completely different verse than the book.
I think that I fixed it.
Did I don't think you did. It was a sacred
little game.
Oh, I gotta say it's a Sacred Head. Look it up. O Sacred Head Now Wounded.
Okay, where's yeah, now I have to know.
Tell me what the last verse of that is.
Okay, hang on. Do you know what day that is?
You wrote the book.
That doesn't mean I have all the days memorized. Well, that's day 17, I think. What track number is it?
I want to say 9 or 10.
Oh gosh, it's not good. All right, hang on.
Caleb,
this is really entertaining for everybody. Yeah, do that.
When you completed these projects, have you ever considered readapting hymns from the 18th century Baptists like Benjamin Beddoe and Annie Steele? Beddoe is Rock of Ages guy, I think. No,
that is not true.
No, that's Top Lady.
Sacred Head is day 15.
Top Lady. Day 15. And Steele. No, I have not thought about that because I don't know who those people are. But now that you've said it, I have now officially thought about it. Yeah, I'll look into that. That sounds interesting.
No, day 15 is Jesus Paid It All.
It's like 9 or 10.
Oh, sorry. Track 15.
This is a great
15.
showing, guys. This is a great showing of how knowledgeable we are.
So that's a peek behind the curtain. You know how many times
how
I had to
long
go
are you going to take to find this thing?
Okay. The last verse that I have for O Sacred Head Now Wounded
is
the joy can never be spoken.
Oh, you did
Above all
fix it.
See?
Okay. All right. Okay. Good job.
If you happen to find a copy with it still messed up, let us know. And that's like the golden ticket.
Yeah. Sell it on
Who is
eBay for
Tour
like
the Chocolate
$1,000.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's do a favorite song, shall we? We'll start with Preston's. So we each picked a favorite song from this album. It may be the favorite recording. It may just be our favorite hymn, not our favorite recording. Preston's.
Oh, I didn't know that was the criteria. Sorry.
You didn't know which one was a criteria.
The second one.
Oh, okay. Either could have been fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna show you 1 minute clips of the songs. So here is Preston's favorite, "When I Survey the Wondrous Cross." When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Good stuff. By the way, we keep texting each other about the internet being glitchy. So if we're choppy, sorry. There's three different internets happening here, and none of them are cooperating at the same time. So when I said that's also probably one of my favorites. You what?
Apparently not. No, because now there's some lag between what you heard and what I said. I said mine seems to have caught up.
Oh, that's ironic. When I Surveyed, that's what I was talking about. That's one of my favorites too. As far as words are concerned, it might be my favorite on the album. It's just fantastic words. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's
I don't know. It's just
really good. And I really like your version. It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
like
that was why it was my pick. I love that song just generally. But as I was listening through the album, I was like, man, this has it all. It's not like it's kind of upbeat enough like that you get excited about the song itself, but it had a cool sound to it, and then just to top it all off, like just wonderful lyrically.
Yes,
I'm blushing. That's one. Yeah, I will say the popular Tomlin version with the chorus and stuff, they don't do one of the verses. And until I actually looked at him, I didn't know that second verse. Which one is it? The forsaking. Oh, I forgot the lyrics.
I don't know. I can take about 10 to 15 minutes to look it up if you want.
It's day 2, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it? What's the second verse?
Forbid it, Lord, that I should boast, saving the death of Christ, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, that line right there. We were just talking about that.
Yeah. Forbid it that I should boast. What's the forbid, Lord, that I should boast, saving the death of my God.
Yeah.
All the vain things that charm me most, I sacrifice them to his blood. Oh, boom.
No, that's good stuff.
That's crazy.
That's the stuff right there.
Yeah, that would not go over well in a prosperity church, but that's okay.
Sure. Or apparently people who don't like Lent because we're not supposed to sacrifice things anymore. But that was yesterday's live stream.
That was yesterday's live stream. Okay. So we also have my favorite coming up and Cameron's favorite coming up.
Oh, we tied?
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you were saying that this next one was going to be both of our... Never mind. Okay.
No.
I'm with you.
Both of us are coming up.
You go ahead.
Although, yes, we did, because the one you picked was the one I was going to pick. So I actually picked another one. So,
hey, thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah. I actually had a really hard time finding on Hymns of the Father, there were 2 or 3 that just... I was like, oh, these are my favorites. I like them the best. But this one, I had a hard time, which is a good sign, I guess.
Yeah, it was for me too. When you said like, "Hey, pick your favorite," I listened through everything a couple times and was like, "Okay, I think this is the one." And then the next song would come on, it's like, "Oh crap, no, this one's the one." And like that, kept happening. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep. Thank you, Timothy. You're doing such a great job to keep these hymns of the faith before the church. Thank you. That is exactly what we're trying to do because these songs are awesome and they shouldn't go away. All right, let's do. Okay, should we do top 10 weird things I had to sing, or should we do the thing?
Let's save yours is exciting to me. I'm excited to hear yours. I think that's going to be a really good one. Let's save that. That's the goodness.
Okay, this one's good too. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have prepared a pop quiz for both of you.
Oh, great! I'm so excited.
All right, you ready for this? These are all questions about things that you wrote in this book. So we'll see.
All right, so between the two of us, we've listened or read it cumulatively probably 50 times. So we've got this.
Yes. For context, they both wrote these things I'm about to say, and then Cameron read them 1,000 times, and then Preston listened to Cameron read them 1,000 times while editing the audiobook. So they should know these.
I've never been so nervous, and I was on a 15-foot ladder to this afternoon. Okay.
While you get ready, I'll just remind people that we're here for the release party of Hymns of the Sun album, devotional, audiobook, all the worship resources. Go check it out. frankvoice.com or reawakenhymns.com just came out today. We're so excited. And you're about to learn some things about it. And here we go. Okay, your first question. They start from easiest to hardest. So first question, this one's easy. Which hymn writer in this book was blind?
Oh.
Fannie Mae Crosby.
Done.
He wrote middle name.
Yeah, is her middle name Fannie Mae? I don't think that's... I think you're conflating the banking crisis of 2008 with...
No, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I am.
You better Google. You better Google that.
Somebody in the comments is going to take me to task in just a second, so we'll just leave it to them.
Is it
Oh my gosh! Is there a rewind button?
Fannie? No,
nope, no, this is live.
Okay, what people have to know about me is I'm also a big economics and finance nerd. So that's what happened up here.
Yeah, Freddie Mac actually did the music.
Crocker.
Just go ahead and remove me. I'll go on a walk with my family.
Okay, you guys got that one so right and so wrong all at the same time.
Can't wait till we do Isaac Newton's Amazing Grace. That's going to be...
Next question. Which hymn writer, speaking of what you just said, which hymn writer, before he became a Christian, worked in the slave trade?
It was not Isaac Newton, but it was John Newton.
It was John Newton, writer of Amazing Grace. And of which
just for
song?
Clarity, that was for the well done, not for his career. So
thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
We were all on pins and needles, just...
It felt like a weird
Welcome
cheer
to the
after I did
live
it, so.
stream. Okay. John Newton, which hymn did he write in this book?
Oh, I knew that was coming.
How many questions are there? Because this feels like the hardest one.
No, they get harder. Although, to be fair, I just made that part up. The
did you? Yeah, golly.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's the least known hymn in this book.
There were a bunch of them that I didn't know.
Yeah,
also the most
doesn't help at all.
Hymn.
I'm going to roll the dice. Was
he
that
died
Sacred Head?
Is it?
No,
he
died
okay,
for me.
He died for
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah. Which is funny because in the last Hymns of the Father, he wrote the most popular hymn of all time, Amazing Grace. This book, he wrote the least popular hymn. All right, here we go. Which hymn? Also, if you guys are watching, you can leave your answers in the live chat in the comments if you know the answers to these questions.
Oh yeah, please.
Right, here we go.
You might be able
to. And then we can see them, and we don't have to be grilled.
No Googling.
Everybody wins.
No cheating in the live chat either. Okay. Which hymn has a verse dedicated to the angel who was comforting Jesus, and that verse came under scrutiny?
Oh, dadgummit. Oh my goodness. I can
It's so
like
annoying because you wrote these things, isn't it?
I know it's really annoying because I can like picture the paragraph that I talk about it in. I just can't like. Oh
Yeah.
It's
Here,
one of the like.
So
It's one of the early ones.
Okay, the verse that
Was it?
precedes it.
Hold on. Let me.
go
Oh, go ahead.
For me, it was in the garden. He prayed, "Not my will, but thine."
How Marvelous by
I stand.
did you ask him writer or which hymn?
I said which hymn.
Okay, which hymn? Yeah, How Marvelous. Yeah. Dang, that's irritating. Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. This one's interesting. As I was looking at questions for you, I noticed this. I didn't notice it before. This is a little sarcastic. Which famous song leader was basically responsible for the popularity of every hymn in this book?
Ira Sankey.
Yep.
Yeah, every single time he pops up as I'm like researching, it's like, dude, like you got around.
I was literally like 10 of the 20 hymns in this book.
Yeah.
The third paragraph was like, and then Ira Sankey made it popular.
Which here's the thing.
Stephen
I don't think I ever
Furtick
even
modern
heard
worship. Or of old worship.
I don't think I had ever even heard of Ira Sankey before we started the Trinity Project, and he popped up like a few times throughout Hymns of the Father, and then he like basically wrote this book for me, and so now I feel like we're besties, even though he's been dead for a couple hundred years.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of him either. That's good.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're watching, let us know. Did you know about Ira Sankey before you read this book, which you'll do soon because you got to learn all these things. You can learn everything we're talking about in the Hymns of the Sun devotional,
and maybe you won't be stumped as much as we are.
Yeah, we can too, apparently.
Thank you, Nicholas Jackson. Thanks for the work you're doing. It really helped our church connect again with these amazing songs. Awesome. See, that is what I want. That's all I want. That's it. That's all I need to hear. That's amazing. That's exactly what we're going for.
You're doing it. It's awesome. It's good.
All right. Which hymn? This is good. This is good. Wait, you know what? We're going to take a break. That's halfway through. We have 4 more questions.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Now, we're going to do our next favorite song. But before then, if you just joined us, we're here for the Hymns of the Sun release party, which, as we said, is best with coffee on a wooden table, probably in a church lobby with your AirPods. Is the best way.
No way, man. That's a latte. There's no way that's a church lobby.
Some churches have like fancy coffee houses.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to a church with a really fancy coffee house, you can enjoy the book there. If not, you'll have to just read it at your house. Sadly. Sorry.
Probably also put the AirPods in. It's a better way to listen to it.
And as we said, you can also listen to it either in church, filling out a Connect card, or mini golfing. We're not sure what that pencil's for, but it's one of those 2 things.
Right.
Okay. So let's do my favorite hymn next.
All right.
All right. Actually, no. Let's do Cameron's next.
All right. Sure.
So Cameron's favorite hymn is and was going to be my favorite hymn that I picked, but I had like 3 or 4 that I was stuck on. So, all right. His favorite is Nothing But the Blood of Jesus.
Nothing can force in the tone. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Not of good that I have done. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know. Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
Oh yeah.
My
I
favorite
figured it
triplet
out.
in the whole album.
That's what I was about to comment on. I think I figured out. The key to my heart, if you were a songwriter, is a well-placed triplet. Like if you save it for that last hit when everything's big and then just give me a tut tut tut. Oh man. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear.
Mm.
My favorite Mumford
So
and Sons
good,
song.
so good.
It's the same thing. It's, I don't know. Just like
I think that's the first triplet. 40 songs in. I think so. That's the first one.
Now that's a piece of trivia that
There you
really
go. It
excites me.
might not be true, but it's probably not true. But
I'll take it. I'll take it.
speaking of triplets, I was in church this week and we were playing the "There's Power in the Name of Jesus," and he does a triplet in
Oh,
the
yeah.
vocals, but not in the music. But I can't do that, so I'm always like da, 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 on the guitar. You're not supposed to, but I get stuck. So it's hard to
That's
play
incredible.
in 4 and sing in 3. Like
No, yeah, sure.
Anthony Aggins. Anthony Aggins. That's a cool name. Is that how you say it?
Agans?
Aggins.
Maybe? I don't know.
Aggins. He says, I will listen to it at work. And I am sorry, Anthony, as we mentioned, you can only listen to the audiobook in a church pew or mini golfing. So please don't listen at work. There's only 2. No, please listen at work.
Don't listen.
I mean, unless you're like a school bus driver, then please don't listen at work, I guess.
That's
No,
the
put it on the
exact
speaker,
profession
man.
I was thinking of when.
No,
you
I guess
started
that's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
What would be a bad
school bus
profession to
driver was
listen
the
to?
exact profession that you went to, Preston?
Yeah, as soon as Nathan started saying that, that's where my head went.
What would be a bad job to listen to an audiobook?
Crane operator, maybe?
I don't know. I'd be
Maybe-
curious to know if Crane. That seems like it would get pretty tedious. Like you'd want to listen to something.
Yeah,
kind
right
of
up until
tune
you
out.
like smash someone's face in with a wrecking ball because you couldn't hear them screaming like, "No, I'm up here." I don't really know
You're-
how cranes work.
500 feet in the air anyway. You can't hear him anyway.
All right, we're gonna need the crowd consensus here. Let us know what
Yeah,
the
any
worst
crane
job
operators in the crew.
to listen to the audiobook is. Sure.
Maybe
I'm
like
sorry.
an audio
Anthony's
engineer.
quite
You don't want him
disappointed
listening
about
to
that.
something else.
Melissa Wyatt.
Yeah.
Melissa Wyatt says, I was about to say the drum triplets are the best. You know what else is the best? Melissa Wyatt singing, because she's on this album.
Mm.
And if you listen to like Stricken, Smitten, and Afflicted by Creed, you'll hear her in the background.
The great
on the third
anthem.
verse. She's also on "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus" and "Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus." She's got some harmonies on all 3 of those songs. So thank you, Melissa Wyatt.
Hey, good job,
And
Melissa.
for all of you that wondered who the girl was in "Near My God to Thee" on Hymns of the Father, the last album, that was Melissa Wyatt. All right. She teaches math online. That's the worst time to listen to the audiobook. Yeah.
That's
Okay. I could see that. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Back to the question, shall we?
Oh yeah. Let's
right.
embarrass ourselves some more.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of do the writers of the book know what they wrote? The quiz show. The next question, this is my favorite.
We didn't agree
Which-
to this, by the way. We're just here.
No, yeah, this was a surprise. Which hymn was written as a diss track to Charles Wesley?
Oh, yes. It was done by it was Watts, right?
Nope.
That sounds right.
No?
No.
Is
Okay,
he-
never
is he
mind.
in Wesley? No, you're I'm not gonna remember.
It's
I got
actually the reason
nothing.
I didn't play my favorite because my favorite is the answer to this question.
Oh, is it? Yeah, okay.
Top Lady was the name.
It's top lit. Oh, was Top Lady not Nothing But the Blood that we just listened
Rock
to?
of Ages.
Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes, that's right.
So, what could you talk about that a little bit? Right. So it was written against his theology or something, wasn't it?
Right. So so Top Lady didn't really get along with the Wesleys and took one of their older hymns and used some of their language and rewrote it into like his own. It was basically an early diss track of like, okay, here's like the right theology, at least according to Top Lady. I think were they on opposite sides of the. We don't need to talk about that. That's a whole thing. Yeah, so they didn't get along. He like publicly like decried the Wesleys and took one of their old hymns that called Israel, like God, the Rock of Israel or something like that, and then changed it to Rock of Ages. Yeah, did his thing.
Y'all got to read this book. It's fascinating.
And yeah, you never knew that hymn writers did diss tracks.
I thought that was hilarious. Against the Wesleys, too.
Right, like all the people, yeah. Which Isaac Watts and the Wesleys had some like kerfuffles too, right? I think.
Yeah. It's almost as if Christians have never gotten along. That couldn't be. Okay.
Might be
Which
awesome.
hymn? This is one I just wanted to say these words, so that's why I put this question in. Which hymn is set to the tune Ein mach Jesu ek muss streben?
This one was fun. Fun fact about the audiobook, there are approximately 4,700 takes of Cameron trying to do German. And then we even, like, I've been kind of learning German for the last couple of years. So we even broke off and had a little like consulting session about it. I still don't think I ever ended up with one I loved, but it works. And to be completely honest, I can't remember the name of the track.
It got
But hold
so
on,
buried
let me-
in.
Can you translate that for us? Oh my
Jesus!
Yeah,
I must die or something like that.
Streben.
Yeah. Oh my Jesus, I must die, or oh my God, I must die. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that would be stricken, smitten, and afflicted.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
That was the name of the tune.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So somehow every single one of these has had at least one part in a foreign language that I don't even really realize until I get to the recording part of it and realize I don't speak French or German or whatever. And then I tell myself in that moment in the recording booth, I'm not going to include the other languages in the next book because this is ridiculous. And then I forget it as soon as I walk out of the booth and go ahead and do some other languages. So
you should put out a bloopers audiobook reel.
There's hours of it. So.
That would sell better than the book itself.
It would probably have a parental advisory though.
Be gentle.
There are moments.
Okay. 2 more questions, but before we do that, hey, by the way, thanks for joining us. And as a thanks, if you did join us, you can use this code there, Launch Party, on either one of our websites at frankvoice.com or reawakenhymns.com to get 20% off any of the digital stuff. So, yep, if you're going to buy the album or any worship resource or the book or whatever, use that code Launch Party at the checkout and you get 20% off. Now I really sound like QVC, man. All right. From QVC to Alex Trebek, here we go. Which hymn writer created a Christian sect named after himself?
Preston, you got it, or you want me to take this one? I actually know this one. Thomas Kelly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, Kellyites or something? Yeah.
Kellyites. Okay. Yep. Nothing says humility like naming a Christian sect after yourself.
Right. Which is why our
you know
website
you got it
is Frank
right.
Voice.
Or you got it wrong and you know it. Either one.
Yes.
Okay, final question. This one actually isn't the hardest. I guess I got the hardest.
Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy. All right. This is good. This is a good piece of trivia, though. I think you'll both know this. Of which hymn did Charles Wesley say he would give up all his other hymns to have written this one?
Yeah. Preston, you got it? No?
I don't.
You should.
Cross. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the one you picked as your favorite song. Yeah. So Charles,
which, to be clear, Charles Wesley is often considered like one of the greatest hymn writers in history. Yeah. He is credited with over 10,000.
Was Wonders Cross Watts? Who was that?
Yeah. I think I still have it pulled up.
That's quite a compliment, though.
Yep.
Which is funny because you just said those two feuded too. So
I might have made that up though, so don't quote me on
that. All right.
Make this up.
So we're gonna do. That was all the questions. I think you got most of them without too much kerfuffle.
Go with
Melissa liked that word, by the way.
All right, so we're gonna do my favorite song, and then we'll do the top 10 weird things I had to sing for this album. one of them would have been on this next song, but it is not on this next song because it was so weird. I changed the lyrics of the next song. All right, so here we go. Rock of Ages. That is my favorite from the album.
Rock of ages, clap for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flow.
Rock of Ages. There we go. Our three favorite songs from the album. When I Survey the Wonders Cross, Nothing But the Blood, and Rock of Ages. All three of those are pretty big ones too for how the album is. Although there's a lot of bigger ones on this one.
That's yeah.
And I get in trouble when I compare my stuff to other people because Cameron disagrees. But this one I think is a good comparison. That I love that intro part, the intro instrumental intro.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds a whole lot like Audio Adrenaline.
Okay. Yeah. I thought you were going with Audio Slave first.
Sounds nothing.
I was like, I didn't
that,
really hear Tom Morello, but
no Tom Morello.
yeah, no, Audio Adrenaline is a better comparison.
But yeah.
No, that's good. I'll take that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got one past you. All right.
Yeah.
So now, well, before I do that, let's just one more time. We're here for the release of Hymns of the Sun. That's the devotional. That's the album. There's also an audiobook, which you smush those two things together and you get an amazing audiobook. 20 hymns, and 1 month devotional. So the devotional is, we'll talk about the format of the devotional real quick.
Yeah, so it is a 1 month, 28 days, which I know actually only equals like 1 month in our calendar, 3 out of every 4 years.
February devotional.
Yeah, it's a February devotional exclusively. No, because you can't do like a 31-day devotional because then what do you do for February or April? Anyway, so it's 28 days, and you've got 5 days that are each devoted to a hymn. So 1 hymn per day, and then there's kind of a devotional day on the 6th day that wraps everything up. The 7th day is kind of a day of prayer, and there's kind of guided prayer in the devotional, and then start over with week 2, week 3, week 4. So 28 days, 20 hymns. What is that? What's 6 times 4? 24 devotionals. It's good. Yeah, math checks out, right?
Yeah. That sounds right. No.
Yeah, I'll take it.
28. Oh no, 20 because of the prayer.
Because and then the prayer. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, there's songs that go with every one of them that I recorded. You just heard 3 of them, and if you got the Lent thing, you've heard 8 of them now. And if you listen to the single that came out, you've heard 9 of them. So that's basically half of the album. And if you heard the countdown to this, that was a 10th. So you've heard half the album.
Halfway there.
Evan says Cam is so good at math. So true.
Yeah.
So true.
It's not true.
One of his best qualities.
That's true. Yeah.
So as you heard, the songs are very modern sounding. There's no organs. Well, actually there are organs, but that's a whole nother thing. And they're not traditional style. They're made to be played in modern worship. I made them so they would fit right next to, a Hillsong song or a Wickham song or a Tomlin song or a City of Light song, whoever you play. I made them so they fit in your service, and they wouldn't be like, so you better not play that in your worship service. So they'd fit right in, and people wouldn't think, oh, this is a hymn. They would just, this is a great song that goes next to him. So, and as I said, there's all the worship resources available to you. There's chord charts, lyric videos, multi-tracks, backing tracks, all that stuff. All that is so many songs. I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hey,
which is 40 now.
Timothy has, yeah.
Go ahead.
A lot. Timothy has a question. Where can we purchase this? Can it be shipped to Canada? Timothy, I'd like to know what thing you're wanting to be shipped, because the answer is maybe. So let us know in the comments or reach out and we'll let you know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because the paperback and the hardback are Amazon, right?
Right. So you can just, those will go straight to Canada. That's fine.
Yeah.
And
If you want a CD, unfortunately, those come from this store right here, and we can't afford to ship to Canada, apparently. I tried. It was like $20 to ship a CD to Canada. So
it is not cheap. It's just frisbee it across the border, like the AOL discs from back in the day. Like, it does not need to be. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We have a couple of times sent Tim Challies like preview copies of books to see if he'll do reviews on them, and that's always uncomfortable.
He doesn't, to be clear. He
doesn't. Yeah.
Answer
His secretary is always like, "Yeah, go ahead and send it," and then we never hear anything. Great guy.
CD
Love Tim
and-
Challies.
Well, now that you said it live, he's never going to do a review.
Or maybe he will. Maybe
Hey,
we're putting the
yeah.
pressure on him. Come on, Tim.
Yeah, everybody needs a diss track.
Tim, I don't know these guys, by the way.
Timothy, the devotional, if you buy it from Amazon, will ship to Canada. CD, unfortunately, somehow, even though we're neighbors, is ridiculous to ship to Canada, and I don't know why.
Angie Myers ordered the devotional today.
Hey,
Listen to the
Thanks,
album
Angie.
tomorrow, and is going through the devotional with her family together. Angie, you are awesome. That is super cool.
that's good stuff.
There's a lot. That's we've heard a lot of people do the family devotional. Also, a lot of people use Reawaken songs for homeschool a lot. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't really made that connection between like the family. Yeah, okay.
apparently
good.
we're very family friendly people, I guess.
As I would argue, we should be.
Melissa says, sorry, maybe this is a dumb question. It is not. It is actually a brilliantly timed question. Will the chord charts ever be posted on Song Select? I actually don't know the answer to that specific question, but I am putting the songs on CCLI like right this moment. Like I just emailed off some of them to be put on CCLI 2 days ago. And I'm working on that. It takes a while to get all those on there, but so they will be on CCLI. And like, if you use Planning Center and put in songs, you can put in the actual Reawaken Hymns version. And I would be grateful if you did, because then, it tells them that I use that or you use that. Song Select. I haven't looked too much, but I'm pretty sure I have no control over that. I think that's based on popularity, and then the CCLI people take the ones that are most popular and they make the chord charts for Song Select. So I'll see if I have any influence. I think so. I'll see if I have any influence, but I'm pretty sure it's an automatic. Like once you reach a certain amount of plays, then they make a chord sheet for you. So that's another reason, if you're using Reawaken Hymns in your services, please put them in Planning Center, because if they get in there enough, then they'll actually make Song Select chord sheets for them.
Yeah, that's not how I saw that going down. That's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't either. I may be wrong about that. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. I'll let you know more because I just started talking to him. So, and also it was a little scary because they're like CCLI, and you're like, oh, there's a big copyright company and stuff. And then there was a problem with the form I filled out, and a woman called me about it, and she was like the nicest person I've ever talked to in my life. So, I mean, like quintessential, like church secretary, administrative assistant sounding like just.
Yeah. Like
Awesome.
Also probably makes really good cookies and
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Or she saw your name and just knew you were a big deal.
She's like, oh yeah, I love Uncharted.
Yeah, I love
that
video
game.
Yeah, it was just
Tom
Tom Holland played you.
Yeah, Tim says CD and devotional. Devotional, yes, on Amazon. CD, I mean, I can ship it to you in Canada. I just have to warn you that it's really expensive. So email me if you want to look into that, and we can talk about that. All right. Angie says part of the history curriculum. She must be talking about homeschool.
Yes.
Boom. All right. Anthony is also going to use Planning Center. That's awesome. They're not on there yet, but they will be soon, hopefully. All right. Now to the moment you've all been waiting for. The top 10 weirdest things I had to sing while making Hymns of the Sun. Top 10 weirdest things I had to say. I feel like Dave Letterman in like a card or something.
Oh yeah, and I can be what's this little bald
Top 10
guy?
weirdest things I had to sing. All right. Number 10. I didn't actually put these in order. Well, we'll go with this order I wrote them down. Number 10. Let angels prostrate fall. Let angels prostrate fall. And that
I feel
is
like that's
not
pretty tame as far as
no, that's not a weird thing to say. The weirdness comes in what every worship leader in America fears they will do one Sunday and forget the R. That is that word is a worship leader's nightmare because one week you're gonna forget that R and then
egg on your face.
Heresy
Yeah.
City.
That's
I'm not gonna say what that would be. You can figure that out. Angels prostrate fall without an R. Okay. Number 10.2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, geez. The top
you had one job.
13.1 things. Okay, this one's from the same song, so I put in the same thing. O seed of Israel's chosen race. Which is just kind of a line when you stop to think about it. You're like, what was that I just sang?
Yeah, I never really thought about it. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Until because it's something. I mean, I've sang a million times over the last 30 years, probably.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, well, duh, the seed of Israel's chosen race.
Yeah. A pastor at a church that I lead in worship at really likes to go into the details about the etymology. Is that the right word? Etymology? What's the word? Science.
Yeah, that's right.
Word science.
Etymology?
Yeah, etymology.
Of that word and talk about what seed means in very graphic terms. So that's always nice. All right. Number
Is that
9.
related to the other thing, or
They are in the same song too. That's
Yeah, they are in the same song. That song had actually there's 3 or 4 from that specific song. All hail the power of Jesus' name.
It's
Gerard
something.
Perry says singing hymns presents its own unique challenges. Yes, it does.
yes.
Okay,
Exhibit
number
A.
8 or 7 or something. This is 10.3 because it's the same. View him prostrate in the garden. There's that word again. Yeah. Drop the R. That's a whole different song though. All right, now number 9. I think this is 9. From All Hail the Power of Jesus' name again. With yonder sacred throng. With yonder sacred throng.
Yeah, those are like 2 of those 3 words we don't really use anymore.
No.
yeah, and those last 2, if you drop the R, you're in trouble. So interesting correlation.
That is
there.
true. There's R has become a very important letter in this
It
devotional.
really has. Yonder, I wish we used more. Throng, I'm okay with not being a thing anymore.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'll say yonder, son. I think I'm allowed to a little bit because we live in Oklahoma.
1, 2, 3.
Maybe over
Is that something we say a lot of?
Oh, over
Wrong.
yonder. Sure.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
yonder.
whoa.
Not throng.
Yonder.
When you're out herding cattle and whatever you guys do in Oklahoma.
On yonder
bring
hills.
a throng of cattle over here.
What's up, Rachel? Glad you're
Rachel.
here. Hey, go listen to Rachel's podcast that released today. There's a guest on that podcast who is really awesome. It's me. I'm the guest. I'm sorry.
Thought it was Tim Challies.
Yeah, no, he didn't
So-
return their call either.
So a cowboy would say yonder bovine throng.
You think?
All right, here we go.
I'm out.
What happened? Okay. Number 8, I think. This one is I'm not 100% sure what I'm saying still. I do know what I'm saying. I just don't really know what I'm saying. If you tarry till you're better. So I know what that's saying.
Yeah, well, the whole line. It makes sense in the whole line.
I know what the line means, but I don't actually know what tarrying specifically looks like.
No, like loitering,
Just carrying on. Keep going.
like waiting, like
Is it?
there's some. What?
I thought Terry, it was like you continue, you keep going.
No, it's loitering. Like
See?
Yeah.
You guys don't know.
No,
it
he's
is.
right.
Like,
He's right.
Yeah.
In KJV it. I don't
New
know
King
what it is.
James version it.
I just
Just
don't know what that
update
was
some
there.
words, which is
Oh,
what
yeah.
you did on some of these, right? On this
did.
one, at least once, right?
On Rock of Ages, I messaged it. Yeah. Totally different words.
That is
All right,
true.
Number 7. This one is like a direct quote from scripture, which is weird to say. It's weird, but it's weird to sing this sentence. But sweat drops of blood for mine. So that's about Jesus praying in the garden, the sweat drops of blood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But,
blood for wow.
Yeah, but never would you say sweat drops of blood in a song unless it's a death metal song or a hymn. Like those are your two options.
You did claim to want to be Creed, so
No.
which you also thought was
No.
death metal somehow. So
I did. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Put this on the record. Nathan thinks that Creed is death metal.
Nowhere did I say any. I said Creed is not death. Yeah, I said. Oh my gosh. I said that we're done with. I'm done. We're good. Okay. Number 5 or 6 or 4, one of the two. This goes along the same lines. It's just weird to say. Though despised and gory. I don't think I've ever seen gory before.
Yeah. You would in a Creed style heavy metal song, probably.
I would, because they're death metal. Yeah. Go watch our live stream that we did yesterday if you want to know what we're talking about. I don't think they're death metal. Cameron just doesn't understand anything about life ever, and I hate him. All right, number 4. Why is that weird?
you wrote the list, man.
I did. Oh no, that's the second part of it. Oh, yet okay. So that line is yet though despised and gory, and the next line is I joy to call thee mine. It's just a very, very sudden switch. Okay, number 4. Again, another one that I know what it's saying, but I don't really know what it's saying. Could my zeal no respite know? Could my zeal no respite?
Which song is that one in? What is that?
That's Rock of Ages.
Could my zeal no respite? Yeah. Okay. What?
Like I don't ever want to like stop being
Okay,
amazed by.
Yeah. Right.
Christ.
I respite. I assume respite's like a pit stop, isn't it?
Like
a short
rest
break,
or like a break,
yeah,
sabbatical
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I always look to know what I'm singing, but it doesn't mean I know what every word exactly means. Like,
right, you still have to process like the. Although I do kind of miss that we don't get to talk like that anymore. Can you imagine, like, if I was like in a staff meeting, like, Terry, for a moment longer, I need respite. Like, look at
Cameron,
me.
you're so excited about this. Could my zeal no respite? No.
This is the same argument that Nicolas Cage made in the dressing room in the first National Treasure. So great job.
The dressing room. What?
Yeah. When they first escaped with the
Number 3 is one that I did not say on the album, and that is Naked. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't sing it. So
it's true. He texted us and said, "I'm very uncomfortable with this word." And I thought it was going to be a way different word, and then it turned out it was just naked. Like,
it's not that it just was. It was so hard to sing it and not sound weird. So on Rock of Ages, it says naked. I come to thee for dress. Yeah.
That.
And then it also had foul. I to the fountain fly, which is just kind of hard to process what you're saying while you're saying it. So I changed those to without clothes, I come to dress, which is the same thing. It's just I don't have to say naked. So, I mean, those are the little things. Okay, so those are like the changes that like are helpful in this kind of stuff. And some people get up in arms about. And you know, if a word like naked is distracting and you change it to without clothes, then there's zero harm done there, you know, like
right. You moved maybe a potential stumbling block.
Okay, number 2.
Me, like as a student, like we made fun of Let Angels Prostrate Fall all the time. And maybe if that wasn't there, then we would have actually been engaged in worship and not making fun of said worship.
Yeah. Ooh, got deep.
Food for
okay, no, we're going to do number 2, and then we'll have a quick break for a comment, and then I'll do number 1.
A respite,
number 2,
if you will.
A respite, yes. We will respite after this one. So this next one is probably, I mean, it's straight up the title line of a popular hymn, so it's not weird until you think about it. And we already talked about this. There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's veins. Sometimes that's one of those things where we sing it, so we're so used to it, they're like, yeah, that's great. And then you think about it, like a literal picture of a fountain filled with blood coming out of an arm is like, oh, like,
right.
So,
yeah, like I'd probably have like a chocolate fountain or.
Oh man, cheese fountain.
Oh, cheese fondue. Yeah. But I'm not gonna put cheese fondue on a strawberry. What kind of barbarian are you?
No, just chips.
What are you talking about? Stop talking. Stop. Oh, jeez,
you don't like cheese?
We're gonna talk. Do the comment, Preston. Do the comment.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know why I'm pointing. It's not over there for everybody else. There's a sidebar right here. This just feels natural. Anyway,
I can
so
put it
Rachel
up.
says, Gloria Kell is watching and says, hi. Hey, Gloria. Great to hear from you. Gloria runs a podcast of her own. That's not educational. You can find it. I listen on Apple Podcasts because I'm a sane person. I'm sure you Android people can find it somewhere else, wherever it is that you find podcasts. But go listen to it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's all about like STEM and, like kids getting into that kind of stuff. It's great. Go listen.
To be clear, say the title again, because it sounded like you were describing the podcast. Clarify that is the title, not the description.
The title is That's Not Educational.
Right. You're like, yeah, she has this podcast that's not educational. It's like,
I mean, she reiterates it several times throughout. It's great. Gloria, you do a great job. I love listening.
There you have
Number
it.
one.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Number one, weirdest thing I had to say. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the only line that I consistently sing in a song, worship song, and still don't know what it means. Only one that I'm very intense about knowing what a song lines mean. Still don't know what this means. The number one weirdest thing I had to sing for this album is the wormwood and the gall.
Yeah, I got nothing. Wormwood is a type of bitter herb. I know that. The only reason I know that is because I had to know what I was listening to in Screw Tape Letters. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the line's just kind of saying like, it's just.
What's the full context?
That's all hail, right?
I can't like picture the rest of the words.
Yeah. Is it Gall?
Yeah.
Gall.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Again, something bitter.
Gerard, I agree. That's an incredible Screw Tape Letters. Is good stuff. I'm actually in the process of listening to it. Actually, right now, I'm not paying attention to this podcast at all. I'm just listening to it.
He's just gotten really lucky on every comment he's made.
Yeah. I started re-listening to it. It's so good. It's so good.
Screw Tape Letters. Oh my gosh, so good. I don't think that's the specific wormwood he's talking about, but
sure.
Sinners whose love can ne'er forget the wormwood and the gall. Go spread your trophies at his feet and crown him Lord of all.
Yeah, wormwood and gall are like bitter, like just
right. So I think the line is saying
herb, gall is like
we cannot forget the bitterness of our sin.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a really dated example, like we would be like, sinners whose love can never forget the Sour Patch Kids and Sweet Tarts or something.
But those are pretty great things.
But like it's something
Sour Patch Kids, come on.
A dated reference. Okay. Those are the top 10 weirdest things I had to sing. Wormwood and the Gall might be the weirdest thing I'll have to sing this whole time, but probably something really, I don't know. Hymns of the Spirit songs can probably get weird, so I don't know. Okay.
Sure.
That's it. We did it.
Oh, hey, we survived.
Yeah, 8 o'clock came a lot faster than I expected.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Or 9 o'clock for the East Coasties, or
I'll say this: we did tease multiple times that we'd talk about drowning a lot.
Oh yeah,
because and specifically, and here's why I'm going to put you on blast, Mrs. Drake upstairs. Because she was like, this book is all about like drowning. What in the world? And so we were like, oh yeah, you're right. It's kind of dark. Like we should probably mention why there's so much drowning. And I went back through the book. There's two times is drowning mentioned in the whole thing. And yeah, they're back to back. And in the Hymns of Lent, both like 2 of the 5 are those hymns.
That's what she was looking at Hymns of Lent. So she was reading 5 devotionals, and she read one, there was drowning, and then she read the next one, and she texted me. She's like, "Somebody drowned again."
Moral of the story: use your floaties.
Are you including the one where the train went off and went into the?
I almost did, and that one's misleading because it is called the Ashtabula River disaster, but the river was dry / frozen at the time. So
that was
I think
another
that's
fun.
One she was talking about.
That was another fun audiobook bit.
Could be.
There's just a lot of death and dismemberment in this book. So,
didn't we?
Interesting, Maria. Great description of Gaul. Gross description of Gaul, but that's okay. Fascinating.
What? Wait, what is it?
Gall is.
I'm putting that on the screen. Yep, that's
from your
good.
gallbladder.
Boom. Must be a doctor. Ugh. So it's a bitter herb and bile. Oh, gross. Okay, now that's really the weirdest thing. I'm taking that hymn out of the album. That's gross.
Enjoy this 19 hymn album from Nathan Drake.
Yeah. Melissa says anything weird from the next album. I don't know yet. The 6 songs I've done so far, there wasn't anything really weird. Although there was more drowning already. So, because I just did it as well.
Oh, yeah.
So more people drowning is the next album.
That one.
I was just looking for that, trying to figure out. I was like, I know this seems familiar. I feel like we've written about it somewhere.
Yeah.
That was,
yeah.
Probably the most famous drowning hymn devotional that we'll cover.
Actually, you're wrong. We did the most famous drowning hymn devotional. Near my God to thee.
Oh yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Titanic for the win.
Yeah.
Well, we should do an entire 5-day devotional about drowning.
There is so much drowning in this stuff. What in the world?
Like hydrophobic, like hymns for hydrophobia.
For real.
Band name.
We'll put out like a kid's version that's like 3 hymns long. The ones that didn't have death in the stories.
Yeah, near my God. Yeah, Melissa got it.
But you guys are playing a game of semantics though. Like how far?
2,000 people. 2,000 people.
Do you want to be from? I'm talking about the story of the hymn itself. That is probably the one that most people in Christendom know.
Yeah. The Titanic disaster is not immediately related to that hymn like that. It is.
Yeah, the Titanic's not interesting, Cameron.
Shut your mouth.
Oh my goodness. All right. Anthony says, I look forward to checking out the devotional. You should. It's like a horror movie. I mean, there's fountains.
It's better than what's going on right
here.
There's
bile. There's people drowning. It's quite a thing. Quite a thing. All right. So if you just joined us and you're very confused because this is all you've heard, we're celebrating the release of Hymns of the Sun.
It sounds very celebratory. Yeah.
It is a 20-song devotional and album. And we kind of accidentally did this during Easter, didn't we?
No, it was totally intentional.
I mean, yeah, this was totally intentional. Was it?
I think we lined it all up and we're like, oh, hey, that happens around Easter. Okay. So
it's almost as if there's somebody else planning things out for us.
Careful. That's why Top Lady and the Wesleys had a feud.
All right, so this is Hymns of the Sun. If you don't know, it's part of the Trinity Project. It's number 2. Hymns of the Father came out in September, and Hymns of the Son came out today. You can look at both of those on both of our websites, frankvoice.com and reawakenhymns.com. And let me throw up that code one more time. Go all QVC on you. Thanks for joining us. You can grab anything, any of the digital stuff on either of our sites. If you enter Launch Party at checkout, you'll get 20% off any of the digital stuff. So
how do we do that?
If you need any CDs in Canada, go talk to Timothy. He'll make something happen for you.
We have like a smuggling ring for Hymns of the Sun CD.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My webcam's in a weird spot. Here's the honest truth. Are you guys ready for it? There's a couple people commenting about how I'm looking up when I talk to you and Preston or Nathan and Preston. I'm in my bedroom right now, And so there's like laundry all over the floor because my family's been sick for the last like 3 weeks. And so I moved my camera beneath my monitor so that you wouldn't have to see that. And now it is like Brady Bunch, which is incredible because like that's so good. Thank you.
Somebody
Fun story,
says,
I
"Come
did the
on,
same
guys, we're
thing.
not in igloos up here, you know." I'm positive that most of Canada lives in igloos. Is that not correct?
I know a few people in Canada and they live exclusively in igloos.
Yeah, I figured so.
Yeah, and well, wasn't Tim's address, Tim Challies, wasn't it just like 10 Igloo Way, Ontario?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
left with the
exactly, yeah.
reindeer, and then yeah.
Well, it depends on the province, right? The people in Ontario have it together. They live in normal houses. If you're in like
Okay.
Quebec, you speak French, you live in igloos. That's it.
Most of what I know of Canada comes from Robin Sparkles. So
Most of what I know
I
from
don't know what
Canada
that
comes
is.
from Five Iron Frenzy. So
Ooh, man. I know what I'm doing after this.
yeah, it takes you back.
on a real note, though, Canada's awesome. I want to go to Canada.
No, I am Team Canada. And
For
Timothy, I blame the U.S. Postal Service for the price of shipping to Canada. It's not Canada's fault. If Trudeau had his way, I'm sure that we'd be able to mail things. But, you know, here we are.
Thanks, Obama. As long as you go at least 2-3 presidents back, then people can't get mad at you, right?
That's. I think that's how that
People will
works.
still
yeah.
get mad at you. Spoiler alert.
Thanks, Reagan.
Didn't the USPS start with like Roosevelt or something? Like way back.
Thanks,
No,
Roosevelt.
before him even. Yeah.
See,
anyway.
if you say "Hey, Roosevelt," then you can blame a Republican and a Democrat in the same sentence. So
That's true. And a bull moose. You get 3 parties in one go.
Boom, boom.
How you do it?
We're gonna print out stickers with Roosevelt pointing that says "I did that."
It'll actually just be Robin Williams.
Oh, we should leave. We should leave this immediately. Okay.
Launch party after hours.
If you're still here because we haven't offended you yet, then I'm amazed. But
Yeah, it's
we're
getting
here
real dark
for
and moody. And oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Hymns of the Sun. Hey, that's all the stuff. By the way, there's lots of stuff. Lyric videos, if you don't have a worship leader, they're great. Multi-tracks, if you do have a worship leader, are great. The album and the ebook, and then squish them together, and you get the audiobook, which has the smooth, sultry stylings of Cameron Frank and Nathan Drake on it, with editing by one handsome Preston Norman. I almost called you Preston Frank.
Oh my god.
We have the same middle name. You could do that.
That's
if
my
you
cue to
wanted
leave. That's
You have the same middle name? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both Scots.
Vaughn. Oh, Scott. Yeah.
So you have
Vaughn,
6 first names.
Yeah, between the two of us. Yeah.
Right,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous. Oh my goodness. All right.
And none of them are popular video game characters. It's really not fair.
That is true.
Oh, Gerard spent $30 to mail a package. There you go. So again, Hymns of the Sun, you can listen while drinking espresso in a mega church. You can listen while playing mini golf or filling out a Connect card at your church while drinking water on a MacBook. You could gaze at a chord chart while leaning over your really expensive sneakers because you're a worship leader and you have to have really expensive sneakers.
Yeah.
Or you can just hold it out for everyone else to see. Just like
that. Except they kind of can't see because of the.
No,
I don't
that's how
understand
it
the
looks.
processing that's happening right there.
It's a Bigfoot book. It's always blurry.
Rachel says she also has laundry on the floor, and I want to just point out that I do as well, which is why I also moved my camera down, zoomed it in, and then pushed the laundry pile out of view just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not typically blurred, but
Getting real.
my wife would kill me if I wasn't.
My room looks great.
Yeah. Well, you don't live in yours, so
you're in your wife's basement.
Although I would bet that you probably spend more time in that room than any other room in your house.
Yes. Yeah. All right. You guys got anything else?
No, Rachel endorsed the audiobook again up there. And seriously, go listen to Mixtape Theology. It's their podcast. They talk about 90s hymns or 90s CCM. And
is that Mixtape Rachel?
Yeah, that's Mixtape Rachel.
Yep.
Oh.
They're awesome. So yeah, go listen to their stuff, especially if you like a trip down memory lane. talk about Newsboys, audio journaling, all that kind of stuff. And again, today, podcast just released, talk about Hymns of the Sun, actually, on there. Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus. And Newsboys did a version in 1992, I think. I was talking with Ashley on that, and he was like, yeah, so, like, do you remember, like, that came out, I think, in 92. It's kind of a different version, but, like, do you remember? I was like, no, I was 3, so I'm sorry, but I was not really listening to Newsboys yet when they did their version of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus. That's fine. Doesn't have anything to do with anything. Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus is on this hymn, though. Oh, yeah, they're super old. No offense.
Wait, how far back do they go?
That might have been their first album. Maybe.
I
Rachel
thought I
will
was
know.
listening to them like when they were a thing. I guess not.
I mean, they're still a thing. Michael Tate, bro.
Well, no, but I mean like in their heyday, you know.
Sure. I would say their heyday.
What is that?
Oh, the Newsboys go all the way
Oh,
back
you
to the
put that-
80s, Rachel?
That's Michael W. Smith behind us currently. Whoops. I didn't mean to hit that button. I hit the Michael
Did you
W.
have
Smith
that
button.
queued up anyway? What?
You always have to have a Michael W. Smith button. Did you not know that?
I
Just
love
in
that
case.
there is a world in which you could accidentally change the background of our live stream.
He's got that queued up just as a stream deck button, I'm sure.
Just in case. I wish I could take our I don't think I can get our. No, I can't.
Oh,
You can
now
see
it's the
it.
Nathan show. That's good. Yeah. We didn't really do anything. It was all Nathan.
I don't know how that happened. Where'd our background go? There we go. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know why that's on. I think I was testing something, and that was the picture I had because I made a meme about it. Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that.
In all of my future live streams, I'm gonna have a Michael W. Smith button.
Yeah.
Be like our
please
off-topic indicator. You just fire that anytime Cameron and I get on.
Michael W. Smith. Okay. All right. We that cue. We should probably go. If you haven't checked it out yet, check out all of Michael W. Smith's early '80s work, and also Hymns of the Sun.
Yeah, that's right.
Also Hymns of the Sun, which does not feature Michael W. Smith, but does feature me and Cameron and Preston, and it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, go check that
If
out.
Michael W. Smith had heard about it, he would probably endorse it.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
It was good. Thanks for hanging
So
out.
long.